Hey guys, Paul here from Hobbit's Hole, and today's going to be my vlog. I wanted to do one last week and I completely forgot. I think I did do one last week, I'm not actually sure. I can't remember. But you're going to get two this week, you can get one on Friday as well. And yeah, so I'm going to show you um, basically my Tale of Gamers thing, and I'm also going to discuss the campaign which is coming up. Well, the finale of the campaign, the huge apocalypse battle that is about to happen in our club next week. Anyway, so before we go along, last week you probably all know, Cameron reminded you, that last week's tale was 3 individual models. I'm pretty sure they were all infantry type. They all had to be infantry. So the first, my basic dude, basically, basically, yeah. He's got his eagle, and I think it's the best done eagle I've done so far. And he's got an arrow as well. All my infantry eagles have an arrow, as well as a blue trim on his shoulder pad. I've decided to, with my Tau, what I used to do is number them on their basis, so I knew which squad they belonged to. With these, I'm going to trim their shoulder pads. It's a much easier way to find out which squad they comes from. So these are going to be the blue squad. Yeah, and then I got my plasma gun guy. Now the plasma gun. This camera isn't the best quality to show you, but basically the plasma gun is only bolt gun metal blue, and that's it. It's got black on it. I originally wanted, because my brother also collects blood angels. He collects blood angels, which are space marines, believe it or not. And he's got a plasma gun dude who looks absolutely amazing. And I looked at it, and it was basically just black and bolt gun metal, with his plasma ray thing looking. It was green and stuff, but oh my god, the Raven Guard being black is one of the most annoying things ever. It's like, that's it. I've done half what I've done, basically a quarter painting, and the rest is black, and that's just really annoying. Which really makes you have to go into the details. So what I've done, you definitely can't see. Oh, you can maybe see if you look at the right shoulder pad. That one, no, that one there, that one here, which I'm scrubbing. You can sort of see that there's like a line on the knee pad. Sorry, not shoulder pad. On the knee pad. I've sort of attempted to highlighted it in chainmail to give it more depth perception from far away and from close up as well. Because if it's just black, it's just one model. I looked at the Space Marines inside the Codex, and they've all got some highlighting. All the Raven Guard models, like even obviously all of them have some type of highlighting around the edges, but you can sort of really define the Raven Guard models. Like you can definitely see that it's been highlighted, but you don't care because it's like part of the model. It looks like his armor is not matte. So I've basically been doing that. I'm mostly going to do it around the shoulder pads, around the knees, because that's sort of where most of it, because the top half is a bit that's painted basically, so it doesn't really matter. Also, the last guy, he's over there. He looks pretty good. I still think he's the best though. All of them have okay shoulder pad eagles. This one's probably this one's the worst, definitely. Look at the beak in that. It's rubbish. Oh, if I was going to sneeze then. Anyway, I've also done a little mark on the bottom. I think those have come out really well. It's heavily watered down bleached bone, which gives it a nice effect of weathering. Like literally, just they look like they've been weathered so much. And then the red is blood red. We don't have that much left, but it's kind of watered down as well, which they give it a nice feeling of something that's been used quite often, like being in battle a lot. Anyway, so that was last week. I did not win at all. I'm sort of not going to win any of these challenges, mostly because A, I can't paint for shit. B, I'm not going to base my models at all. I hate basing. So, except for my assault marines on the molded bases, which I haven't shown you, but you'll be seeing them probably the week after when I'm painting my 250 point force. I'm not going to base models. I really despise basing. I used to base a lot, and it got on my nerves. I just thought it was, I don't know. I never liked it. It's just like putting PVA glue on a base and then sticking whatever it is, grass or fluff or whatever the scientific term for it is. And I never liked doing that. I just thought my models on a black base look really nice. It's just like, that's how I play. None of my models are based except for my Lord of the Rings models and one unit of Tau, and that one unit just looks meh compared to all the others who are not based. So that's why I'm not basing my models. And I know that Tom was going to be like, because he loves basing. So yeah, I'm never going to get any votes really, unless I do like a masterful model, which I highly doubt I would. Maybe when I paint my Dreadnought, because I think I'm really good at painting vehicles, but I suck when it comes to like normal models. Like kind of disappointed as well, because I'm never going to win a challenge, because most of the time Cameron or Jamie are going to win because they're the best painters in the club. Tom is probably never going to win because he never shows up with his models. So it begs to, we wonder if he's actually got some, because I know you've seen him on his vlogs, but those are probably just pictures that he's printed off the internet. Yeah, I know, right? Conspiracy. Anyway, so next week's challenge is 10 models, or a unit, and for me will be the 7 other models from their squad. So far I've already done the shoulder pads and the weapons, and they're not finished at all. So yeah, it's Monday, so I don't have to. Anyway, moving on, that was quite long. Apocalypse, end of the campaign. So after a masterful campaign, it was rubbish. No, it was okay. I don't know. 16 people signed up, and only about 8 have been very continued to play with it. So it's like, okay, which is a bit of a shame really, because I thought out of Amazing Apocalypse thing. But I don't know if I've already explained this, but basically at the end of a battle, units will have gained points, like something called achievement points, throughout the battle for either killing a unit, holding an objective, not losing any wounds in the unit, or maybe defeating something in a challenge and stuff. And then after an amount of points, they get to spend these points into getting a proper advancement, which is one of the special rules from the rulebook, or if you're an independent character, maybe a stat increase by 1. So we've been doing that, and now next week is the Apocalypse, and I have a huge, amazing plan. It's going to be quite a big table, and it's going to be, the Apocalypse was meant to be for 8 versus 8. That was the plan. It's probably going to end up being 5 versus 4, or a very small number. Not a small, well, it's still not a very small number, but yeah. So what I've got is there's going to be, the main challenge is going to be 16 objectives, 16 lesser objectives, which are worth 1 point at the end of the game, and then there are going to be 4 major objectives, which are worth 3 at the end of the game. And people have to capture that. They can capture it with any model whatsoever, except independent characters. But they can capture it with like super heavies or gargantuan creatures. Might take that one away actually, because you could just sit a Baneblade on top of an objective and go, yeah! But then again, that means it wouldn't, because the major objectives will be in the middle, so you're going to have to go for it. Secondly, personal there's going to be several types of other objectives. There's going to be personal objectives, where basically there's a list of 8 objectives, and we're going to pull them out of a box or something. And what's going to happen is that it is very possible that 2 people from the same team will have the objective, or no one will have the objective. And some of them are really good. They're all worth 1 point, and if you complete it, the unit that's you get basically the unit that completed the objective will be the unit that gets an automatic advancement of an automatic special rule. So that would be pretty awesome. Next is there's going to be also Nemesis objectives, where basically someone will pull the other team's names out of the hat, or whatever. We say out of the hat, but there's no hat. And they have to either kill their HQ, I think that's one of them, or wipe out, or finish off the player. Like, if the player's off the board and they were the one to do it, they get 3 points for their team. And that's going to be really the common point of, you can't stand there and do shit all. No, you have to fire your weapons or go into combat. But yeah, so that's that. And so there's a lot of points rolling around. But at the end of the game, the winning captain will have 10 points. The winning the lieutenants will have 7, and the other winners will have 5. While on the other team, the losing captain will have 5. The lieutenants will have 3, and the losers will have 1. And then we'll see at the end who wins. So far, it's looking like Jamie's going to win, but the teams will be me against him as well. I've got a joint captain because we drew in our match where we decided who the captain was. So me and Matt will be captains. So we're going to get 8 points each rather than the 10, because that's that again. That would be a bit annoying because Jamie could still win with his 5. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll ask Tom about it. But it's going to be. I know it's Jamie, Cameron, Tom, and Gareth, as well as several other little kids, with me, Matt, Ben, and Chris, and several other little kids. I get my brother on my team, yay! Because he's got a good army, and I get to pick the armies. No, I don't, but I wish I did. But yeah, so that's what's happening. So that's the apocalypse. Also, we're sorry that we haven't been uploading any actual battle reports lately. We've been kind of, well, I don't know, I've been kind of busy. We haven't recorded a lot. I haven't been able to. Cameron should probably be doing something. But we have a supervisor apocalypse coming, and we're going to record it. Yeah, that is our challenge. So we're probably going to do that. Next week, me and Tom might do a recording, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry this was quite a long video, actually, even for me. And I hope you know, if you liked it, comment what you think about either the apocalypse or my painting or whatever, and also subscribe if you haven't already. We have battle reports coming up. The Apocalypse battle report, which I've just announced. Oh my god, what have I done? And yeah, so thanks for watching, and ta-ra!